Hello, I'm Paul O'Kelly, editor of Dublin Champion, and here are today's papers for Friday, July the 26th, 2024. Violent crime dominates the front pages, but there's hope too, with 3 sporting experts predicting many Irish medals. 2 crime stories are covered in detail: the near-record 30-year sentence for serial rapist Raymond Shorten, and the final verdict in that trial of those responsible for the horrific graveside killing of 42-year-old traveller Thomas Dooley. There, the Star quotes the protests of the final man convicted, the victim's cousin David Dooley. "On my wife's grave," he says, "I'm an innocent man." The Herald and the Star now report that the Shorten crimes recorded may be just the tip of the iceberg. "How many more taxi rapes?" asks the banner in the Star, with the Herald headline reading, "Taxi rape beast may have more victims." And indeed, several papers note that taxi applicants may soon face far stiffer vetting, with Justice Minister Helen McEntee saying that new taxi laws are getting top priority. The Irish Daily Star quotes Garda Chief Drew Harris. "There are other victims out there," Harris says, "and I would make an appeal to them to come forward." Yet all the papers, with the exception of the Irish Daily Mirror, ignore another crime that is certainly up there in terms of scale and horror. It makes page 21 of that paper, where we read that 23 members of the MacDonagh and O'Donnell traveller clans arrived in 13 vehicles to a junior boxing tournament in Coventry, armed with axes, knives and sticks. There they proceeded to lay into each other and the furniture. "A war zone" is the headline above blurred mobile phone photos of the mayhem in question. But photograph of the day has to be in the business section of the Indo, a wonderful aerial study of the Currachmore estate in Waterford, home to next week's music festival, Together Now. Wonderful picture. In the same section, John Burns reports that there were fewer than 13,000 houses built so far this year. This makes it highly unlikely that the government are going to reach their Christmas target of 33,000. The Star and the Mirror both have 2 pages featuring the Irish Olympic athletes most likely to succeed, with photos of Tala track star Rashida Adeleke leading the spread. And in the Irish Times, asked 6 sports experts about our medal chances, and 3 of them predicted a record 10 podium finishes for the Irish Olympians. And finally, in the same paper, a misprint, or rather 2 misprints. Okay, a real misprint and a misprint that isn't really here, I'll just read it out. This is Brian O'Connor's sports column, which has a subhead, "Something for the Weekend," and it's a racing tip. There he says that in the King George at Ascot, Sunday will run on Saturday. He says Sunway, not Sunday, will run on Friday. That's today, but actually the King George is tomorrow. That's Saturday for Sunday. For Sunway. Look, the race is on Saturday, and the horse he's tipping is Sunday. Sunway. Okay, that's the tip. In the same paper's Irishman's Diary column, I was just about to accuse poor innocent Frank McNally of not 1, but 2 howlers. What looked like a cut and paste error from the column turned up again in a caption, and in both the word cards is spelled CYA or DS, but it's no error, it's scholarship. Mr. McNally is in fact giving us a lesson in Cavan English, where the vestiges of the soft Irish C, as in kesht or more audibly in ceann, can still be heard in English all the way from Cavan to Cooley. And from there, and making its way around the globe to Australia, we can also hear that other Ulster invention, the sentence ending but, as in, "You'll not win much money playing cards, but..." Yes, it's humble old YouTube, but thanks to Terry Dolan's Dictionary of Hiberno English, my nightly reading, it might as well be the Open University. Thank you, Terry. Just a reminder that we'll be reviewing the papers every Friday, Saturday and Sunday. We'll have both sound-only and video versions, with this one, the sound-only version, available just after 10 in the morning, 11 o'clock on Sundays. Sorry we're a bit late today. Some technical issues we're still getting over. And as usual, the video will be up just a few minutes after the sound version. More details on our website, dublinchampion.ie. Do please like, subscribe, and tell your friends.